Good afternoon, everyone. Right, Oti got to go paddleboarding this morning to review a new board, and she thoroughly enjoyed that. So it means Merlin gets his own outing this afternoon. Don't you? I need to do more on his own without Oti. Haven't done enough lately, put loads of work into it when I first got him to build confidence, and haven't done so much since. It's a stupidly hot day today, but the advantage of bringing him is he's small enough to sit on a mat in the trolley if needed, if the ground is too hot, and then we're planning on going to the park and into the river afterwards. So Merlin is going to help me choose some plants. We're at Plants Galore, and Merlin, if you help choose them, I'm hoping that means he might not dig them up. So let's go. Now, I only discovered this place a few weeks ago, and I've got some wonderful new planters that need some plants. So this, I have a trolley with a mat in, and what I'm figuring is he's small enough, if the ground's too hot, he can go in there, but it's certainly absolutely fine for now. Off we go. There is just so much to look at here. I'm really looking forward to this. I came and bought some fuchsias and a few other plants last time I was here, but didn't have many places to put them, so now really looking forward to actually being able to buy some more plants straight into the cool inside. Plant area and compost. So this is another first. He's never walked alongside the trolley. There's so much that we take for granted, but we just expect our dogs to learn, isn't there? I will have another look at the pots on the way out. So something that's always made me wary of having a boy dog is potentially weeing on things. Leave it. Good boy. So he hasn't done it since he's been castrated, but just to let him know that there's absolutely no way he is doing so in here, but it's really hard to understand with the garden centre as far as he's concerned. There's plants, there's outdoor space, surely we're outside. But by only getting that leave it in straight away, it just gives him the idea that this is a bit different, and no, we do not bark on anything. There's almost too much to look at. Right, I've got to stay strong. I want trailing plants for front of these crops, and then perennials, colourful ones in the middle trough, and then I'm looking at making the end ones sort of almost rainforesty, so ferns, hostas and things. There's so much to see. Good boy. There we go. I'm going to pop him up in there because while I'm standing around looking, that's the time when the ground is far too hot for them. So he can sit there while I have a look, and then he can go back down again in a bit. The ground is actually absolutely fine, but being wheeled around in something movable is really good practice for him, so I will do it for a little bit longer. Good boy. Good lad. Well done you. Good boy. The lovely guy has just shown us where the Campagnala are, which are going to be ideal for trailing over the front of at least one of the troughs. Merlin's gone back down onto the floor, and he's had a drink from one of their bowls. And I need to find some soil, but my limiting factor is what I can actually carry. So we'll keep looking. Well, Merlin, do you reckon if you sit in that lovely cool patch, you'll get watered with the flowers? That's a good idea. Oh, this is all just so tempting. Right, let's keep looking. Are they your choice? Should we go with those ones? Yeah? Okay, Campagnala it is. Have you found yourself a little olive plantation? There must be so many amazing sniffs for a dog round here. Well, I'm doing quite well. Getting quite a few plants. There's so much here. I've got to be half sensible. I want to get the middle plants planted up first. This way, good boy. And then I can concentrate on the ones on the edges. Well, this is lovely and cool in here. Just ideal. We've come to the evergreens, exactly what I'm after. Merlin, you're absolutely right. They are gorgeous and would be lovely shade for you. But I can't afford even a smaller one unless that was one of my feature plants in a pot. They are gorgeous, aren't they? And this, people, is why it's so important that I'm reading up on every plant before I get it. I just decided that I could justify the cost. It would be my treat. I go into one of the big planters, read up, poisonous to dogs. So that is a no-go, because somebody, leave it, does still take a nibble every now and then. The lupins I'm not so worried about. They'll be right at the back of a trough. You won't be able to reach them, and they're somewhere he's not left unattended. But yeah, that's a no-go for palm. What a shame. Never mind. Right, we're getting there. So, off to have a look at some trees. It is got a lot cooler. Merlin is very happy. He's chatted to quite a lot of people. And there's just so much to look at still. These are very green and jungly, aren't they? And would go with the whole sort of Jurassic Park theme. Right, I think we need to have a look at these. Ironically, it's warmer inside than it is outside. Right, I'm going to take these to the checkout. And then I've got a couple of questions about a certain tree. And what I'm going to put in the bottom of my pots for drainage. You asking questions with me? Are you? He likes to help. Unfortunately, he does like to help garden. No, it's not good. No. Yeah. Right, we've just spoken to a lovely, very helpful lady. One of the trees I want isn't in yet. One is being read wrongly on the system. Says they've got 2, and they're absolutely certain they haven't. But broken pots, they actually sell bags of them out with pots. So we'll go and look and see if they've got any left. Otherwise, I will get a couple of those cheap pots to break up. Well, that is absolutely spot on and exactly what we want, hey Merlin? So we'll buy all 3 of those. Always a training opportunity. I am having this kneeling pad. So Merlin, 2 paws. Yes. Good job. Nice. Okay. And this just makes a shopping trip a little less boring. 2 paws. Yeah, clever boy. Okay, let's go. I've got plenty of tools, but at that price, 2 for £3. I don't mind those getting damaged. Are they for you to use? Right, time to go pay. So again, garden centre's been absolutely fundamental in getting Merlin confident with people. I could have got more carried away. Rumours that there might be a biscuit. Merlin.
The eyes are gorgeous.
Yeah, they come from his collie mummy.
Aww.
Good boy. There we go. He says thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
That was super yummy. Good boy. Thank you very much. Well, there we go. That was our trip to Plants Galore. I have been very restrained, I feel. We bored you, Merlin. I've still got £75 left of my budget, which has got to be good. And I did get another 3 bags of compost. So we're looking good. Time to go home. Well, before we go home, we're going to go to the river and the fields to give Merlin a run and a swim. And then home to do some planting. So I hope you enjoyed Merlin's trip to Plants Galore. Take care, everyone. And we'll see you all soon. Okay. Come on then, go on. Are you actually retrieving now you figured out he's not going to do it? Good boy! Melly, 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 good boy! Good boy! Good lad!